That little speck at the bottom of the frame is a springtail. It's standing on water and it's about to do something incredible. Ready? A perfect landing after 14 backflips across a distance of at least 14 body lengths. Incredible, right? Here's one from my backyard and my finger for scale. And that was a jump in real time. It's nearly instantaneous. Going frame by frame, you can actually see how impossible they are to film with a normal camera. This frame is the only one that captured any of the jump. The only thing you can see is this streak of motion blur that shows the path it traveled in the 1/60th of a second this image was being formed. In the next frame, the animal is totally gone. In every off-water jump I captured, the springtail launches itself forward at about a 45-degree angle while backflipping, and the backflips are astonishingly fast. This one, when it takes off, is spinning backwards at a rate of 290 flips per second. It lands face first, but most of its body repels water and it just floats away across the water surface. I was curious if jumps off of solid ground would look the same for this species. So here are the jumps of 6 individuals off a solid platform. Some jump forward like they do off water, but some go backwards. Some jump sideways while others go up and off screen more than 86 times their equivalent in body height before spinning back down. As far as I can tell, this aquatic species seems a lot more coordinated and controlled when they're jumping off water. This is a sequence captured at 73,510 frames per second. At that speed, the camera I was using would only record a black and white image that's just 240 pixels high, but that's enough to see everything clearly and unobscured by motion blur. I don't think it's hyperbole to say no one has ever seen a springtail like this before. The slap of the furcula against the ground, how it bends at the midpoint where it splits into a fork, and the final fast backward flick when it loses contact with the ground. This springtail is stuck on its back, and it's going to use its tail to bounce off the ground and right itself. That's not too special of a thing and not particularly hard to capture. It spins a bunch of times. I'll speed up the playback through this part. But amazingly, it stays within the razor-thin focal plane of the camera. And when it comes back down, this is the lucky part. The first thing to catch the ground is the furcula. When it does, amazingly, it bends to absorb the rotational energy of the springtail and brings it to a full stop. Then it releases that energy and throws the animal back into the air, spinning in the opposite direction. So this clip is a lucky accident that might be showing us something about the furcula itself acting as a secondary spring during jumps. You're about to watch this globular springtail jump and spin faster than any other animal on Earth. Ready? Here's the coolest part. When that springtail took off, it was spinning at a rate of 374 flips per second. That's equivalent to 22,440 rotations per minute. To put that in perspective, the main rotor of a helicopter spins from 250 to 600 RPMs, while the max RPM of most race car engines range from 7,000 to 15,000. So these tiny little springtails, as far as I can tell, might be the fastest spinning animals on Earth. For scale, here's one next to the tip of a toothpick. It's only about 1.5 millimeters long and 1 millimeter tall. A more or less vertical jump looks like this. At the apex of this jump, the springtail is 48 millimeters off the ground, and its rate of spin has fallen from 255 to 150 flips per second. It'll continue slowing its spin rate as it falls and bounces off the ground. For a sense of how fast all this happens, here's that same exact jump, filmed from above and played back in real time.